This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. The Victor Valley College Lady Rams opened the season with 6 wins in their first 8 games. Coach Troy Hall, in his 6th season as head coach, sees his ladies ranked 7th among Southern Section California community colleges and 20th in the state overall. The team has 3 players averaging in double figures, led by sophomore Ebony Black Smith. The former Silverado Lady Hawk is averaging just under 18 points a game. Her strongest asset?
I'm a versatile player, so I can bring offense, defense, whatever they need me. I'm just going to contribute that way. Right now, I'm a mid-range shooter, and I love to drive right now, but eventually I will expand out to the three-point again.
Ebony Black Smith draws a great deal of attention with her ability to drive to the basket and score. But if there is anything more impressive about Ebony Black Smith's game than her scoring ability, it's her ball handling skills and the way she dishes out assists. Back-to-back assists here to Raven Illy. Ebony Black Smith leads the team in assists as well as steals and blocked shots. She is hitting at a 55% shooting percentage from the floor in the early going. Ebony Black Smith hits 72.5% from the free throw line, tied for highest free throw percentage with 2 other starters, Caroline Ellison and Mariah Burley. Fellow sophomore Mariah Burley averages 11 points a game, a returning all-conference selection from last year's conference runners-up team. What can she tell this season's first-year Lady Rams to expect as far as the difference between high school and college basketball?
The pace is a lot faster, for sure. On the court, it's a lot bigger too, so I feel like there's a lot more room to move around and stuff like that. I don't feel so claustrophobic no more.
Mariah Burley is a 46% shooter from the field, and she leads the team in three-pointers. The 5'9" graduate of Oak Hills is another Lady Ram with excellent court savvy, ball handling skills, and she is an above-average defender. The third Lady Ram, averaging in double figures, is Tania Johnson, the 6'2" freshman out of Cajon High School in San Bernardino. Tania Johnson is scoring right at 10 points a game and is improving substantially in every aspect of her game, one game after another.
I feel like my strengths is really, I feel like rebounding and defense is one of my really strengths that I bring to the team.
Have you found anything yet to be a big difference between high school basketball and college basketball as far as practice sessions and preparation?
I feel like everything, but one thing really is like the pace and intensity and the aggressiveness. That's really.
Tania Johnson is hitting 2/3 of her shots from the field, exactly 66.7%. She is the team's rebounds leader, averaging 9 boards a game. Sophomore Aaliyah Wright averaged 10 points a game her freshman year and earned all-conference recognition, averaging 9 points a game this year. Intangible qualities top her most important contribution.
A lot of leadership, being very vocal, and just trying to keep the confidence up in the team.
Freshman Caroline Ellison has been a consistent factor in each of the Lady Rams' victories. She described what she feels as her role after leading the team to its victory over Compton, a game in which she scored a career-high 19 points.
Honestly, it's whatever the team needs me to be in that moment. If they need me to be a scorer, then I'll try and score. But for the most part, these past 2 games, definitely just a facilitator. I want to get the ball to the people who can score. You know, Mariah, she's a great shooter, so I want to get the ball in her hands. Ebony, she's great under the basket, so I'm going to get the ball in her hands. So whatever the team needs me to do is what I will do.
A recent addition to the Lady Rams' arsenal is Raven Simone Ely, wearing 32 here. This is her first game following completion of the Lady Rams' volleyball season. Raven Ely earned all conference honors in volleyball. The former Barstow Lady Aztec came off the bench to score 11 first-half points in her first game on the hard court, going 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. Raven Illy brings a wealth of savvy and skills to the table, the offensive rebound and basket here. The next Lady Rams home game will be Wednesday, December 6th, a non-conference contest against Golden West. This Victor Valley College Sports Report is presented by the Bradco Companies, Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies, the High Desert Mojave River Valley's longest-standing full-service commercial brokerage firm. Bradco, ardent supporters of the team's athletes and sports programs at Victor Valley College.
Congratulations on your first win.
Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill in Victorville on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road. Bid fast and last, sold on supporting High Desert sports. The Bradco Companies, supporting all of the teams and sports programs throughout the Mojave River Valley. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Valu Quality Truck Body. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Silverwood, the developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community, support the teams, athletes, and sports programs of all our High Desert and Mojave River Valley schools. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville. The Holiday Inn, Conference and Convention Center for the High Desert. The Holiday Inn, supporting the teams, schools, and sports programs throughout the Victor Valley. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of High Desert television today. It was secondary, not elementary. A tale of 2 quarterbacks. The Silverado secondary forcing one coverage sack after another on Antelope Valley's quarterback. And Hawks record-breaking quarterback Levi Taylor picking apart the Lopes secondary in Silverado's 52-13 semifinals blowout victory. The Hamilton, Katoa, Hall, Foy, and Clark firm defends brilliantly. Linebacker Mitch Hamilton and company sack the Lopes quarterback time and time again, usually after the 6'4 junior scrambles, because the Hawks secondary, Troy Hall, Colby Foy, Trevor Clark and company, are clamping down so tightly on Lopes receivers. Levi Taylor throws 7 touchdown passes, 4 to Trevon Clark from long distance. The junior quarterback threw for a school single-game record 464 yards. The Hawks led 32-7 at halftime. Silverado has scored 60, 46, now 52 points in their postseason triumphs. The victory, Silverado's 11th in a row, sending Coach Rafael Genorio's Hawks into the CIF Finals, the first trip to the championship game in school history. It is the Friday after Thanksgiving with temperatures at 50 degrees at kickoff. Both teams thankful no wind factors, although skill players on both teams do appear affected by the numbing chill factor. Both teams fumbled the ball away on their first possession. Both defenses seizing Black Friday bargains early on. Both teams enter the CIF semifinals battle at 10-2, champions of their respective league. Antelope Valley, Golden League, Silverado, Desert Sky League. Both sport winning streaks. Lopes 9 games, Hawks 10. While the greater fanfare is directed to the Hawks' offensive outburst, it is the Silverado defense that sets the tone early and often goes overlooked in overall importance, especially at the outset. By game's end, Silverado has their 6 takeaways on defense, but early on, crucial goal line stands were staged to set the stage. Antelope Valley had received the opening kickoff, fumbled the ball away on their first play from scrimmage, and then recovered a Hawks fumble on the next play. The Lopes offense moves the chains on the ground despite the absence of their leading ground gainer ball carrier, out due to injury. This Lopes' second possession takes them deep into Hawks territory, into the red zone. Silverado tacklers on this play include 2 Troy Hall, the strong safety who leads the team in solo tackles, 49 coming in. 5 is sophomore middle linebacker Alamatino Mao, 5'9", 185 pounds. Mao enforces the first rules of engagement on this gain of 5. 7, senior cornerback Colby Foy, 6'4", 190-pound senior. You see this play unfold from his vantage point. Antelope Valley advances to the 3. First down. Mitchell Hamilton among the tacklers. First huge goal line stand of the night. First and goal at the 3. 57, sophomore nose guard Tequil Ogbonna. Outside linebacker Angel Lopez, 16. 5 is Alamatino Mao. Gain of 1. The second and goal at the 2 draws a false start penalty on the Lopes, moving it back to the 7. Angel Lopez first contact, then no less than 5 silver-helmeted Hawks join in, including 55, Matt Hamilton. Third and goal at the 3. The elusive Devon Williams keeps, eludes the first defender, but cannot escape the Hawks dive bombing to the ball. 12 tackles leader Mitchell Hamilton. 27 Fetty Mao, senior linebacker. Antelope Valley tries a field goal from this close range and misses. Silverado has held and will take over at their 20. Deonze Nolan takes the handoff, breaks first contact, but is taken down by swarming Lopes defenders. Back-to-back penalties against the Lopes help the Hawks. A roughing the passer penalty on the second down play will move the Hawks out to the 31. Intended receiver on this play, 13, Isaiah Genorio, a primary possessions target of Levi Taylor. A defensive holding penalty on the next pass attempt gives Silverado first down at the 41. 67, center John Mao blocks out on the defensive tackle. Deonze Nolan, gain of 5. Other offensive linemen include the very large Tyson Pauling, 74, 6'5", 320-pound all-league lineman, 60, 265-pound junior guard Donovan Palga. Not really the old Statue of Liberty, but by design intends to do the same thing. Levi Taylor behind the back handoff to Deonze Nolan on the 3rd and long. First down yardage for the reluctant running back who would rather be a wide receiver. Deonze Nolan is Silverado's leading ground gainer on the year, coming in with 971 yards, averaging 9 yards a carry. Wide receiver Trevon Clark, slant across the middle. The 6'2", 185-pound senior's first of 6 receptions of Levi Taylor aerials this night. This one, 44 yards for the icebreaker. 6.5 minutes in, 7-0, Rado. Antelopes from their 31, Jerry Katoa, 52, Manuel Torres, 27, Hawks tacklers. No gain. Antelope Valley gains field position on the face mask penalty, bringing the ball across midfield into Hawks territory. This is a coverage sack. The Lopes quarterback has no one to throw to. A pair of underclassmen run him down, Jerry Katoa and Tequil Ogbonna. Katoa, 52, 6'4", 245-pound junior defensive end. 57, Ogbonna, the sophomore nose guard, is listed at 5'8", 265. A delay of game moved it back to the 49. The Lopes pass play yields the same result. Mitch Hamilton, 12, goes airborne. Manuel Torres, 27. Punting situation for the visitors. The numbing chill factor, the cold contributes, the snap mishandled, but the punter gets it away and it turns into a beauty. The ball rolls dead deep in Hawks territory, down at the 6, under a minute to play in the opening quarter. First down running play. Deonze Nolan slips one tackler before going out of bounds at the 11. Get set. You are about to see a Silverado record broken. A new passing mark set. Levi Taylor beats the pass rush. Daniel Dexter has already beaten his defender. The 89-yard touchdown pass is the longest in school history. The straw that will continually break the back of the Antelopes, Daniel Dexter, 18th touchdown reception for the 6-foot, 180-pound senior wide receiver who averages 27 yards a catch on the season. He has a total of 49 receptions. It's 13-0 Hawks. Second quarter action. Change of direction, no benefit to the Lopes, who turn it right back over to the Hawks. Jerry Katoa falling on the ball. Just one of a number of big plays turned in by the Hawks' number 52. We mentioned 3 fumble recoveries by Silverado, 3 pass interceptions. The Antelope Valley quarterback had been intercepted once all season coming in. As you see, the Hawks' offensive line provide ample pass protection for Levi Taylor. Keep this stat in mind. Antelope Valley has 39 quarterback sacks coming in. 3 Lopes pass rushers have 8 sacks apiece. Trevon Clark with the reception here. Tyson Pauling ties up his man. Deonze Nolan reads the block and breaks outside for a sizable gain into the red zone. 2 plays later, the Hawks reach pay dirt for the 3rd time. Second and goal from the 4. Isaiah McFarland off the Tyson Pauling block. McFarland powers past one would-be tackler into the end zone. Isaiah McFarland, 5'7", 165-pound junior, one of 5 carries on the night, his 5th touchdown of the season. 20-0 Silverado, 1 minute into quarter number 2. This Antelope Valley drive takes the Lopes deep into Hawks territory a second time. The junior quarterback, Devin Williams, dancing out of bounds after picking up the first down. We go to first and goal at the 4, gain of but 1 against the middle of the Hawks defense. Second and goal at the 3. Two-way starter, Trevon Clark penetrates and stops the ball carrier behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of half a yard on the play. Third and goal just inside the 4. Hawks defenders do not bite on the fake and quarterback option. Colby Foy covers the receiver. Angel Lopez escorts the quarterback out of bounds with extreme malice. Fourth and goal at the 3. Despite being tackled by the blocker, Troy Hall stands his ground and turns the play inside. The penalty flag will be for holding on the Lopes. The Hawks' home field solution to denying the Lopes the end zone intact. Silverado takes over on downs at the midway mark of the second quarter. Still 20-0. The Lopes force Silverado 3 and out and will resume their attack in the red zone on the ensuing possession. Once again, Hawks defenders are relentless. Jerry Katoa's pass rush forces the intentionally incomplete pass. This is 4th and 4, and the sequence ending in the mass sack captured by Daily Press photographer Jose Huerta so brilliantly. Once again, the Hawks defense denies the Lopes in the red zone. Silverado regains possession, maintaining the 20-0 advantage. First and 15, Hawks, and Levi Taylor demonstrates his tenacity as a ball carrier. 15 yards and a first down. On this next play, watch for all the elements contributing to Silverado's successful passing attack. Pass protection, Levi Taylor quick release, pass thrown to perfection, Trevon Clark separation, artful reception.
25 yards, the scoring play. Second of 4 TD catches on the night for Trevon Clark, one of Levi Taylor's 7 TD passes. 26-0 Hawks. Just under 3 minutes remain before halftime. Linebacker Mitch Hamilton records 15 tackles this game, 6 solo, 1.5 sacks. This tackle contributing to Antelope Valley's 3 and out and another first half scoring opportunity for the Hawks. 39 seconds show on the second quarter clock when Levi Taylor lines up his troops at the 46. It is a 4th and 12, and we see poise in action. The touch that only receivers can truly appreciate. Isaiah Genorio over the middle, actually the exact same pattern run by Trevon Clark for the first Hawks touchdown of the night. A 46-yard part of Levi Taylor's record-setting 464 yards passing. Taylor's 7 scoring passes give him 44 on the season. His total offense on the year and TD passes tops among all Division IX players. The Hawks' ascent takes them to Valley Christian, the first CIF title game in Silverado's storied gridiron history.
Looking back in high desert Mojave River Valley sports history, Sultaan Sullivan scores 5 touchdowns in Serrano's 2015 CIF semifinals victory over Palm Desert. Cross Valley basketball matchup early 2018-2019 season. Desert Sky League's Silverado Hawks host Mojave River League's Serrano Diamondbacks.
Sultaan Sullivan scores 5 touchdowns to power Serrano past Palm Desert and into the CIF Finals. The Diamondbacks senior rushes for 357 yards, scoring on runs of 54, 44, 42, 38, and 23 yards. Sullivan breaks a tackle in the backfield, spins through a trio of Palm Desert defenders, and sprints 42 yards on this spectacular run. The Serrano triumph, combined with Oak Hill's semifinals victory, sets up an all-Mojave River League matchup for the CIF Championship, the Diamondbacks against the Bulldogs. Serrano's first touchdown comes on Sultaan Sullivan's longest run of the game. From the 46, huge hole. Sultaan Sullivan cuts off 74 Garrett Kokov's block on the defensive end. Sullivan sprints through the secondary, 54 yards for the score. The 5'10", 165-pound Sullivan enters the game averaging 12.5 yards per carry. He will surpass 3,000 rushing yards for the season this Friday after Thanksgiving. Serrano takes the lead on Sultaan Sullivan's second touchdown, a 44-yard run that puts the Diamondbacks in front to stay. Sullivan starts to his right, cuts back across the grain, and races untouched to the end zone. This touchdown is almost identical to Sullivan's 5th and final touchdown of the night. Sultaan Sullivan slides out of a tackle in the backfield, spins, is hit hard but keeps his balance, bounces through the hole and becomes a blur once he gets into the secondary. This 42-yard touchdown puts Serrano up by 2 touchdowns. Palm Desert packs 8 in the box to stop Serrano's ground game. What is Coach Ray Mahalchak and staff going to do to counter? Send Tanner Cornell over the middle and have David Forbes play throw and catch. The 5'10", 155-pound Cornell will not be caught. 70 yards on the scoring play, and Serrano's lead is 28-7, 53 seconds into the second half. We pick it up with 3 minutes to go in the third. The Diamondbacks deep in their own territory. The ball goes airborne, and the Aztecs fall on it. Palm Desert ball in the red zone. 2 plays later, Bo Berryhill scores from 5 yards out. 2.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Palm Desert within 7, 28-21. The Diamondbacks go for it on 4th and 3 in their own territory. A gamble and momentum-changing outcome. Andrew Valencia on the end around off the inside handoff, all the way down the far sidelines into the red zone to the 23. On the next play, Sultaan Sullivan, a full head of steam, gets outside, down the sidelines, into the end zone for the touchdown. And for many points and purposes, that is the ball game. We still have an entire fourth quarter to play. and both teams will score 2 more touchdowns apiece. But this sequence of plays may be looked back upon as the turning point. Sultaan Sullivan's 5th touchdown of the night, 38 yards, 47-28. Palm Desert will add a late touchdown to make the final score Diamondbacks 47, Aztecs 34. Serrano returns to the CIF Championships, the title game at Oak Hills.
Silverado takes the court in their first home game of the 2018-2019 season with 7 victories in their first 9 games, a Harupa Hills Tournament championship under their belts, a grand entry under dimmed Hawks gymnasium lights, and grand for good cause. The Hawks also enter with the number 1 ranking in the CIF Division 4AA poll. Kyrie Manning scores 11 first-quarter points in a first half, seeing many a lead change before the Hawks stage a second-half surge to overwhelm Serrano 77-60. George Thenars leads the third-quarter surge. The 6'5" senior scores 10 of his 12 points in the third quarter. Diamondbacks junior Matthew Fowler sparks to come from behind Relly, the Serrano steal, and Matthew Fowler's basket. Then Matthew Fowler at the free throw line. A pair of free throws, and just like that, the Diamondbacks are back on top. It's 29-28, a 6-0 Serrano surge. Second-year coach John Beck and his D-backs have hijacked the Silverado lead, gone in 60 seconds. Another Matthew Fowler steal, and the Serrano lead is 31-28. Another Serrano steal and fast break basket, and we are tied at 36. Kyrie Manning hits the drive shot, and takeaway turnabout is fair play. Anthony Austin with the steal to Markel Wright, 40-36 Silverado. The Hawks lead at halftime will be 5, 41-36. Nat Lowe's 3, and lo and behold, we are tied at 43. Markel Wright with the runner, and the Hawks run their lead to 4. Make it 5 as Markel Wright completes the 3-point play. Markel Wright will finish with a game-high 25 points. When Kyrie Manning drives and hits this shot, Silverado has surged to a double-digit lead. This is Michael Reckard's 5th season as Silverado head coach, and he sees his top-ranked Hawks polish off the Diamondbacks 77-60 to go to 8-2. This online sports report served up by Silverwood Master Planned Community. The developers of Silverwood, building for the future, saluting headline makers of the past, recognizing and supporting our area's teams and athletes of today. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of High Desert television today. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last, world-class auctioneers. Valu, Quality Truck Body, Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies, Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Silverwood, the developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community. We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, Conference and Convention Center for the Victor Valley. The Holiday Inn supports our area's teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Thank you for being with us on this week's program. We hope you stay with us for TKOL coming right up.